The views expressed on the Nerd Realm are not necessarily the views of the Lagging Out Network or its advertisers. Listener discretion is advised. Do not try this at home. We are trained professionals.
Welcome to Nerd Realm, everybody. The only podcast liked by Voltron Vehicle Force. Lion Force likes Lagging Out podcast better. As always, the legend made of frags and bullets and self-described ladies man, Mythic, is with me.
Well, it doesn't look like I need any more intro than that. But then again, my game is Mythic, and here to blast you with some knowledge, guys.
Oh yeah, we got tons of knowledge. In fact, for my space nerds out there, got two great stories from NASA. One is actually kind of funny, made me laugh when I read it. NASA sealed 6 people in a dome below a barren volcano in Hawaii for a year to test a strain on astronauts. So they're going to be they were locked in there on August 28th of this year. They're going to be released roughly around that time. 6 people, given just a desk, a cot, and they're going to be fed space food, pretty much like powdered cheese and canned tuna for a year.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't think I could do it. I'd freaking go crazy.
They
I would go
wouldn't be able
crazy.
to pay me enough. Actually, they probably could pay me enough, but it'd be a really big number.
Yeah, it'd have to be a lot of zero. That's a year. That's a
The year of my life inside a volcano. No, thank you.
That's a lot of new released games that we're not going to be able to play.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Havok.
No, but guess what though? So the other part about this is that they can go outside, but they have to be fully suit up. Like, we're talking about full astronaut gear.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that helps. I mean, they can go outside.
I guess like some type of mental component, I guess, is that if you're going to go outside on Mars, you're going to need to suit up.
This is true. Well, I say good luck to those astronauts.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll be able to see this in about a year, or who knows? Maybe NASA didn't do them. So, no, I mean, I don't think I could do it. Like, I don't know what else they could have brought with them. I mean,
yeah, I wonder if there was a certain list of like items they can bring, or there was like, nope, you get a desk, a cot, and here's some food. Good luck.
You get to work. That's it. You get to work. I think I could do it if I brought my 3DS with me. Like,
yeah, I agree. I'd have to have some kind of, electronic device. I know that sounds pretty bad of our generation for me to have to say that, but I just to keep, or a big amount of books or something, to keep myself preoccupied. Busy.
Because talking with the same 6 people for a year would get really old.
Yeah, well, I mean, I talk to pretty much, that is kind of what I do anyway, but I mean, I can go home and not have to talk to them or see them. So,
exactly.
No, that's ridiculous. That's hard. I don't know.
Well, and what makes things even worse is that, yes, it's being monitored pretty closely, of course, by NASA, but they don't have fresh water, nor they don't have fresh air. It's all a filtration system. So it would pretty much be simulating what it would be like living in like some type of observatory on Mars, or at least on a shuttle heading there. So, I mean, that would be kind of stressful to me. It'd be kind of weird.
Hands down, no. I agree 100% on that one.
I don't think I could do it. So, like Mythic said, brave to all those astronauts going in there, because I believe it's an archaeologist, a couple engineers, a couple. It's a nice little selection. It's a nice little science team, pretty much.
So it's the cast of Big Bang Theory.
Oh. I really wish they would send them there. I hate that show. Dude, I'm going to go on record and say I hate that show. But
We're
anyways,
not friends for that good 10 seconds, and now we're friends again, but we're
Okay.
not friends for that 10 seconds there.
but in other NASA news, the New Horizons space probe is wrapping up its mission at Pluto. It arrived there on July 14th of this year. It left our planet on January 19th of 2006, and it finally arrived there. It capped off a 53-year endeavor for the space agency of mapping our solar system, but it has a new mission. They found a new planetoid inside the Kuiper belt, and I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm almost for certain. You guys can check me on that. It's called 2014 MU69. Not the most flattering name, but it's a designation number.
Sounds sexy to me.
I'm going to call it Planet Bob.
Planet Bob.
I watched Titan AE the other day. We need a Planet Bob. New Horizons will be starting its maneuvers in October. It'll arrive January 1st of 2019. It's going to have to go another billion light years to get to it. So it's going to be...
I still think it's funny. 9 years it took, and then you realize, we watch all these movies, sci-fi movies, and it was like, oh man, it only took them 3 hours to get there from this planet to that planet.
Yeah.
But to get to that, it took 9 years. It's just it's funny how we think it should only not take that long, but the distance is ridiculous.
Exactly, and I mean, because the story was really, really fascinating to me. Because I barely remember that going up. I barely remember it. I was too busy about going to college, and so I was like, yeah, party!
06?
But
I was a freshman in high school.
Well, I had just graduated about a year prior to that, so... I was in college at that time. My mind's a little hazy around that.
No, okay, I got you.
No, but I think it's really fascinating. I mean, that's 53 years since 1962 that we've been mapping our own solar system. We just now finished that. That's just a great accomplishment of human ingenuity.
No, I agree. It's remarkable. We watch things about it, science fiction stuff, and then the fact that we're actually doing something even close in a small part of what we watch, it's a remarkable thing.
Exactly. I mean, it's up close and personal in a way that even Hubble can't get us, which Hubble's busy finding new galaxies for us, but New Horizons is up there getting close to this planet. Yes, I said planet. And seeing these formations for the first time up close is remarkable, and it's really great stuff. But of course, I've already been to Pluto. I played Mass Effect 2. I probed it, so
I was about to say that.
I probed the hell out of it. Oh man! So you got some gaming news for us, right? Let's get out of this awkward situation.
Yeah, let's get out of that awkward situation. I do. Microsoft unveiled a brand new model of Xbox One dubbed the Elite Bundle. Now, this bundle comes with a terabyte hard drive, which gives you a lot more memory than you have now with the original Xbox One, but it also allows games to download 20% faster. This bit of news comes with an Elite controller, which is Microsoft's basically their own SCUF controller. Is basically what they're doing. They dived into the market of the SCUF controllers and brought in their own. Now, the bundle is priced at $500, and it's only available at GameStop and the Microsoft Store during the month of November only. Which I think they're just doing that so they have a bunch of, I don't know, they probably just have a set amount that they're selling for that month. But the controllers also have swappable sticks. So basically, the controller is basically I forget what those controllers are called.
SCUF?
Yeah, the SCUF controllers. I just talked about it. What were you going to say?
Personally, I think it's smart as far as catching that Christmas rush.
Very true.
It's very smart. I like it. It's a very as far as a business decision, it's smart. It's a little shitty doing it only 1 month, but I can see what Microsoft and GameStop have in mind as far as selling for that 1 month, because I think it's going to sell out like crazy. You can pre-order it right now, actually.
Yes, you can. Also, if you just want the controller, they're just selling that one by itself, available on October 27th for $150. People are going to think, oh man, that's expensive. But if you do buy a SCUF, and that's could be close to $200, $250. So basically, you're getting the same kind of controller, maybe not as much interchangeable things on it, but you're basically getting a SCUF for $100 cheaper.
It's not too bad. Now, we've actually talked about this before during the E3's coverage a few episodes ago. One thing I didn't get about that controller is that there's like some triggers at the bottom. Like, I didn't understand that.
That's for a lot of FPS playing. So a lot of people like to do drop shots, say in Call of Duty, basically. And what that will do is that you can push the button, it will drop your character straight down to a drop shot.
Oh, okay.
So it's more for FPS than anything else. I don't think it's used for much of anything else, to be completely honest with you. But you just see more commonly with that.
Yes, I could see it being used for a lot of drivers, at least for like the manual transitions I could think of. Possibly.
I bet you could do that. I wouldn't be surprised if you could do like a paddle shifting, basically.
Yeah.
No, I could see that. But my personal experience is definitely just mainly used for your the paddles. I mean, in the background for your FPS. But the new D-pad is a lot of fighting gamers are gonna love that.
Yes, I kind of miss using the old D-pad system. As much as I love using a joystick, it's just, at least on a controller at home, it's not the same as like the old school quarter arcades. Dropping Hadokens like that.
Exactly.
The whole and fight sticks are so expensive to me. I mean,
they're
like
very pricey. Very pricey.
I don't really know the brands. I know Mad Catz has a few, but I hear mixed things about the Mad Cat fight sticks. But the thing about the Elite controller is that it does have like multiple sticks. Some are longer. Like, how does that factor in? Because I know you're a pro gamer. So.
Yeah. A lot of people use the higher sticks. Again, it's going to be for your thumb. So that way, you're moving less, but getting the same movement that you would for if you didn't have it. So you're not jerking your thumb as much, and you're using less of your joints on your thumbs. It's
reducing gamer thumb.
It's reducing gamer thumb, exactly. Shout out to Chieftain and the Lagging Out Network there. No, but it's supposed to, basically reduce that and also just help with the movement. Less movement of your thumb, but the same amount of movement for your character.
Okay, well, that sounds actually pretty cool. Would it be useful, let's say, like Destiny's Crucible?
Yeah, a lot. It's going to be good for most FPSs.
Okay, cool. So we also have some little Destiny news.
We do the Taken King. The Destiny Taken King DLC will not have a raid on day one. People are really mad about that. Yeah, but the raid will King's Fall is what it's called. Be released at a later date after release. The King's Fall raid will introduce Oryx, which will be the father of the Crota's End raid boss, and he'll be in charge of a new enemy class though called the Taken. So that's pretty exciting. Kind of bummed that it won't be on day one, but Destiny fans that are true Destiny fans will like it. The ones that are still there.
Well, most of that fan base will complain about it, but we're still going to play it.
Exactly.
I'm one of those people.
I'm going to be one of those people. Agreed. Me too.
Oh man, but there's a lot of shooters coming out this fall. I mean, I know this month actually, we're in September. I'm still wrapping my head around that. I mean, coming up in November this fall is we have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which their beta just wrapped up, right?
Yeah. I just got done playing the beta for Xbox. Absolutely enjoyed it. I was not a big fan of Advanced Warfare, but this one really wrapped myself back into it. I liked the idea of the movements. I'm glad they dialed it down from Advanced Warfare, so it's a little less crazy, I would say, and I totally enjoy it. I think their specialist packages are a little overdone. I think they're probably going to nerf those once the game does come out and before it comes out. But other than that, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to buy it. I buy every Call of Duty, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to like this one. I think it's going to bring back the franchise, that's for sure.
Well, I know someone who might disagree with you, and that's Chieftain. He played the beta for like 10 minutes and he was done. But Chieftain gets a little angry at a lot of games. But he being that mad to quit a rage cast is. I mean, do you have any issues in which you were kind of like, oh, man, these guys are, they're camping. I mean, they're cheating. They're doing all this stuff. I mean, did you have any experiences like that?
Not per se in the whole camping and cheating. I did have some issues with their flash grenades and concussion grenades. I think they were overpowered. You would hit one and you wouldn't be able to move for a minute. And I think that's a little much because if you get flashbang, you're pretty much dead. And that's just a given fact. But other than that, I didn't have much problem with it. No camping really or anything like that.
So no traditional Call of Duty issues as far as that point.
Not too much. You're gonna get it some regardless, because and that's gonna be in any FPS game. You're gonna have that. So.
Well, I mean, like you mentioned about Advanced Warfare, I keep on wanting to say it, Modern Warfare, but Advanced Warfare, I didn't really care for the movement. It felt like Titanfall.
Yeah.
And I think it's made by the same publisher, isn't it? Activision?
Sledgehammer. Activision has their hand in it, but Sledgehammer was the developer.
That's right. But at the same time, they played so similar as far as running all the walls and jumping high and stuff like that. I mean, I like that, but at the same time, it felt like pretty much the same game, and the multiplayer it felt so unbalanced to me. I didn't have any fun. I didn't have fun.
That's with Advanced Warfare you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, no, I agree. I like the idea of the movement. I thought it was overdone with Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to a point here real quick, though. I have to talk about it. People were talking about the beta for Black Ops 3 saying, it's a Advanced Warfare, Titanfall, Destiny, all wrapped in one. I'm not going to argue with that. It kind of was. But there's not going to be a game now these days. You're not going to find similarities from other games. Developers go through other developers and help, pick ideas from each other. It's going to happen. You're not going to find a new game anymore. Please stop and stop bitching about it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get new ideas anymore. It's pretty much all been done.
And that actually goes back to something that I read a few months ago is that in the gaming industry, those that say they want something different actually don't want something different. That's why Call of Duty sells so well. That's why the big stigma is Call of Duty is the same game repackaged and sent out. It is to a point, like every sports game, but it also has a little something different. Yes, I rag on Call of Duty like everyone else, but
I professionally game in it and I rag on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to rag on. Yeah. It's fun.
I do the same thing, but I do that with all games. I find something, but because no game is perfect. There's things about every game that people can rag on.
And like you mentioned, there's not going to be there's not going to be a new idea. Because with first-person shooters, what's popular gets worked in. A lot of the complaints with Halo 4 was that it was that whole unlocking system, because it was very similar to like Call of Duty. It was. You had to get to a certain point, and then you could buy that weapon, and then you could use it. I mean, that's what was working in those games. That's what was popular. They ported it over because it was a popular idea. I mean, that's what's going to happen. That's what the gaming industry is at that point. There's not any real risk for new IPs, because your new IP is going to either succeed or it's going to fail. And with all these game developers closing up shop because of failed IP, because it's too new of a product. That's why Nintendo, believe it or not, they're not hurting as bad, because yes, they go back to the well, but it's a well that's still full.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Agreed. And I think most of what we're talking about for people that are watching we're mostly talking about FPS, but we're also talking about game developers in all genres too. But the idea for FPSs are pretty much empty. I think everyone can agree with it. If they don't, please come and see us, and we can talk about it more. But I guess ending with the Call of Duty, they are bringing back Nuketown from Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. Nuketown will be a pre-order bonus only, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3 drops November 6th here this year.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Nuketown. I like Nuketown, but it's getting a little old for it to be re-released over and over again. It kind of ruins that specialness to it. Like, I love the original Nuketown. I loved it when it first came in. And then when Black Ops 2 said, oh, hey, guess what? We're going to have it. I didn't play Black Ops 2, but I thought it was cool that those guys were going to get a chance to play on Nuketown again. Sweet.
But here's going to be the difference between them bringing it back from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. From Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2, it would be fun because the movement was basically the same. There was no jumping, extraordinary, movements. It's going to be weird playing Nuketown with such fast movement, especially it being, a very, very small map. It's going to be hectic. People are not going to like it. People are still going to pre-order it, so they're going to get it anyway. But that's just my opinion on it.
Personally, I just wish they'd bring back Rust and call it a day.
Rust, yes. The good old days of Modern Warfare.
About a month prior, though, to kind of whet your chops in the shooter genre, Halo 5 will be coming out on October 27th. Actually, the same day, I believe, as the Xbox Elite controller.
Yeah.
And just recently, 343 Industries and Microsoft released their opening cinematic, which was amazing.
Gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was beautifully done. But 343, and back when they were Bungie also, they've always done a really good job with their cinematics. They're always really good, storytellers. They're really good. So I wasn't surprised by it. I was happy to watch it because I'm always happy to see what they have to do, and because they always do a good job on that kind of thing.
Well, they're really, really wanting you to like these Spartan 4s. I'm excited. Nathan Fillion as a Spartan, I was like, what? No way. And plus the guy who's playing Spartan Locke, I believe, oh God, what's his name? I think it's Mark Coulter, if I'm not mistaken. Or Mike Coulter. He's actually going to be, how was it?
Mike Coulter?
Mike Coulter. He's actually going to be Luke Cage. So we have ABC's Castle and Luke Cage in the same game, going against Master Chief. My nerd brain can't hold it together.
No, I agree. That's so amazing. They should have put Black Panther in there too. That'd been awesome.
It was crazy though. They're doing this free fall and going down this mountain range, just killing Covenant and Forerunner Knights. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Prometheans.
Yeah, that was a great trailer. I can't.
Well, that's it. It wasn't a trailer. It was the opening. I was
an opening. But yeah, you're right. It wasn't even a trailer.
I was like, I want to play this game. I want it now. Why? Why would you do that?
We're obviously gonna like it. We're big Halo fans, in general. Yeah. So, but I think even non-Halo fans are gonna enjoy this opening scene because they just do a remarkable job.
Though I did notice something that was interesting. Someone actually pointed out in some of the comments I watched for the video. They said, "When did Halo go team?" And I looked up on the ESRB ratings board as well as GameStop, as well as all these other retailers. It is listed T for team. I think it's the first Halo game that's actually rated T.
Huh? And they were usually rated Mature.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Just because it was the shooting factor and the fact that it was an FPS game.
I guess. But they really didn't cuss too hard. They said "damn" and "hell" and stuff like that. But it wasn't bad enough to really get rated M. But hey, I'm not on the ESRB rating board.
Well, so business wise, the fact that they got it able to rate it T and help them. Because now you don't have to have, if you're under 17, you don't have to have a parent to buy it for you.
Yeah, exactly. So now technically, legally, you can get killed by a 12-year-old. It's totally okay.
Exactly. Mom didn't buy it for him.
Yeah, which is really going to help out sales, I think, for the game. We shall see. It's Halo, so it's going to sell like hotcakes anyways. Deadpool is getting re-released. The Deadpool video game, which I actually have it on PS3. It's being re-released for next-gen consoles. Now, the game did have a few buggy issues in gameplay, which I really didn't care about, because the character was really kind of funny. I laughed pretty much all the way through it. It was an enjoyable romp, but though I'm kind of bothered by its release date. It's releasing November 17th for $50. Okay. But I mean, but what's weird about this is one, it's not coming out near February when the movie drops, which would have been an excellent tie-in. But at the same time, though, Activision lost the license to the Marvel games recently. Back during the whole fiasco. I think it was last year they lost the rights to it. In fact, it disappeared from Steam. A lot of the other Marvel games fell off Steam and fell off a lot of video game download boards. But what's weird is it popped back up in July, according to some people from Steam. Deadpool showed back up on Steam. So I wonder if there's some type of deal with Activision that's going on with Disney and Marvel. Because, I mean, it's not like they've released a console game. I mean, Marvel's released a bunch of mobile games, which I'm not a big fan of mobile games. But
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's definitely weird. If you hadn't played Deadpool, yes, some of the reviews knock the gameplay and stuff like that, but if you like the character, if you want kind of a raunchy romp video game that you can play, the humor's there. It's funny. It's definitely worth a rent. I beat it in like 2 days. Now factor that in. That's with work and everything. So it took me about 2 to 3 days.
I probably would buy it just because I'm a fan of the Deadpool character. Also, I've watched streams on it because I've always wanted to play it. So I watched streams on it and I enjoyed it. So it's something I will buy. Something I will stream also because I think people would like to enjoy it also.
I will watch that stream.
All right.
My only request, Activision, if you're re-releasing that game, keep the disc the way it was. If you have the original copy, you know what I'm talking about. It was a pancake. It was a pancake.
Oh, was it really? That's awesome.
It was a pancake. You know, when you open up the case, it's a pancake.
That's great.
Oh, man, it's freaking great. It was wonderful.
But speaking of Marvel news, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige? Am I saying that right? Feige. I'm always bad. I'm so bad with names. Has a new boss to answer to Marvel Studios and has been integrated into Walt Disney Studios. According to the sources in the industry, Feige had numerous battles with Marvel Entertainment CEO Isaac Perlmutter, resulting in Disney to step in. Now, this move is not unheard of, but Pixar and LucasArts have also been absorbed in a similar manner and have performed wonderfully in box offices and other venues. So Marvel Studios' next movie will be Captain America: Civil War, which will just wrapped up filming in on August 28th. Sorry, the film will put Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, versus Tony Stark, Iron Man. Now, this will also have other featured new superheroes that haven't had their feature film yet, also in the movie. I believe. Well, it's not said that the Spider-Man is going to be in it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be in it.
Spider-Man may not be. Peter Parker will, though.
Fair enough. Same thing.
Yeah. Well that's the thing is, apparently, from what I'm hearing, there's a chance you could see the costume. Chance you may not. I don't know. It's coming, though.
The actor that's playing Peter Parker Spider-Man is going to be in it.
Yeah.
Is Black Panther going to make an appearance in it?
Yes, he will. This will be his first appearance.
That's what I thought.
Which is weird, because in Age of Ultron, they actually went to Wakanda, which I was on the edge of my seat waiting for it, and then nothing.
Nothing.
Not going to be like the rest of the internet and say Age of Ultron was a bad movie. I'm just saying it wasn't as good as the original. So, just saying. It wasn't as good as the first one. No sequel really is.
It is hard to find one that is, that can compare to the first one.
Exactly. But like Mythic said, Kevin Feige is reporting to a new boss. So some people freak out when they hear Walt Disney started to kind of shove its weight around. Disney knows how to make money. Yeah, they hit their slump, but I'm not in Disney's pocket. If I was, we would be doing this show in a studio.
Exactly.
Disney, I will work for money.
We're okay with this.
Where was? Oh yeah, never mind. I got sidetracked thinking about Disney money. No, I mean Walt Disney steps in when it has to, and it's not like you're not going to see the Marvel flip book at the beginning of the movie. It's just them saying, okay, we need to absorb everything so we can keep a better eye on it. I mean, like we also said, Pixar and LucasArts have already done this thing, and Pixar is making billions of dollars. LucasArts is going to definitely make some money this Christmas.
Oh, they're gonna destroy the box office with
nothing else needs to come out in December. They just need to just pack it in. Wait till January.
They need to wait till January. They really do.
Oh man, but yeah, it's the Civil War wrapped up as soon as those astronauts went into the dome.
Yeah.
Oh man. But once again, Civil War drops in theaters May 6, 2016. So we still got a while to wait. Hopefully, we'll get a trailer soon. Maybe attached to Star Wars, possibly. And I mean, that team's going to be really, really, really fun. It's going to be really cool to see on how they adapt some portions of that comic. Oh, sorry, that series into theater, into a movie. It's going to be fantastic. Interesting. And 15 minutes are going to be in IMAX. So IMAX, 15 minutes of the movie is going to be in IMAX. It was filmed on the first ever IMAX digital camera.
Nice.
First ever. Yeah, this is the first movie ever to be filmed in it. So it's going to be a nice little treat. So what's going on with Revolver Games? Give us a status update, Mythic.
As always, we have our YouTube channel and our Twitch channel. I stream pretty much every day. Also, we have streamers throughout the week that come in and stream on our channel. We have our YouTube videos, our montage. We're going to have a Black Ops 3, beta montage come out featuring yours truly plus others in Revolver Gaming Network. Also, on September 26th, we are hosting a Counter-Strike Go tournament, also a FIFA 15 tournament, in Ontario, Waterloo, at the University of Waterloo. So if any Canadians up there or people that want to drive up, come and hit us up at our Facebook page at facebook.com at RevolverGN. Also our YouTube at RevolverGN United, and our Twitter and Twitch at RevolverGN.
Woo! And before we go, we're going to give you a little preview of the Lagging Out podcast, in which they kind of do a reaction video to our last show, which got a lot of hits, surprisingly. I was not expecting it to get as popular. It was not my intention, but I'm glad it got the word out. So here's the preview.
Popular, I guess.
I got a little certain something for
I want to send a little message to Movie Bob for his recent review on Pixels. Recently, I saw Pixels. I mean, it's an Adam Sandler film. Go get it, you know it's not going to be that good. But at the same time, it was really fun. It was a really fun movie. I mean, I got behind the characters, being a nerd.
It's lagging because he's so pissed.
I mean, I don't do this show and call it Nerd Realm because it sounds cool. No, because I'm a fucking nerd. And first, I don't like anyone on YouTube who pretty much tells at the end of their video for anyone who would watch this movie to go fuck themselves. First of all, those are the people that freaking put views on your counter. Let's get to the movie. Let's go to your bashing of the movie, Bob.
I like this side of you.
You wrote two really great jokes in the movie that were really funny if you actually watched the film.
If
you didn't like the film, that's great. You know what? But you know what? Your stick of being this so-called this angry, belligerent reviewer, I've seen 10,000 other people just like you online, and people that do it better. I mean,
and his name's the
Chief. Lag It Out doesn't have a shtick. Nerd Realm doesn't have a shtick. We are who we are.
We don't have a shtick because we don't have viewers.
We don't have a shit.
We're not over here bashing a fucking movie.
That sounds like they had fun watching that video.
Yeah, they did.
Oh man, let me tell you. Yeah, that video, like I said, we had a lot of audio issues that episode, and hopefully we will be remedying that really soon. You get a lot of the comments. I know they say if you're going to be on YouTube, don't read the comments. I had to. And a lot of the complaints were our audio quality does suck. Fortunately, this headset is not the best in the world. We're doing this on a limited budget. And by limited budget, I mean whatever we can afford.
Exactly.
And we are getting better. We're trying to get better, and you guys deserve better. I apologize. The quality of the show is not superb, and I'm not even going to bother even fighting that. I know it. We're working on it, and we have some announcements. we do have some announcements coming up from the Lag It Out Network, coming very soon. So stay tuned, and you might actually have a chance to help craft our little nest egg of the Lag It Out Network. So stay tuned for that. And on behalf of Lag It Out, and on behalf of Nerd Realm, I almost forgot the name of my own show. And have a good night and nerd on.